You've probably heard a lot about the amazing benefits of the resting squat: better flexibility, stronger joints, and even improved posture. It's a natural resting position that many cultures use daily. But for many of us, especially if we've spent years sitting at desks, driving long commutes, or simply not stretching enough, getting into that deep squat can feel nearly impossible. Stiff hips, tight ankles, or lower back discomfort can make this natural position feel anything but comfortable. Don't worry though. In this video, we'll guide you step by step through exercises that'll release tight muscles, increase your mobility, and help you reach that deep squat. And here's the best part. Once you're there, we'll show you how to take this position to the next level by incorporating it into your exercise routine for even greater strength, balance, and flexibility. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll not only feel more confident in your ability to squat, but you'll have the tools to make this powerful posture a daily asset to your fitness and health. The resting squat, or Asian squat, is more than just a position. It's a natural way to rest, work, and socialize for millions worldwide, especially in places like China, India, and Southeast Asia. In these cultures, squatting is second nature, a stable, comfortable alternative to sitting in a chair. Let's quickly go over what a proper resting squat, or Asian squat, should look like so you know what you're aiming for. In this position, your feet are flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart, with your heels grounded. Your hips sink low, ideally below knee level, while your back remains upright. Your knees should be aligned with your toes, and your core is engaged to maintain balance and stability. But there's more to this position than meets the eye. Before we dive into the steps to achieve it, let's briefly take a closer look at why the resting squat is so valuable. Beyond being a natural way to sit, the benefits of the deep squat are profound and backed by scientific research. Here's what regular practice can do for your body. Number 1. Improves flexibility and joint health. Research from the Journal of Physical Therapy Science shows that deep squats increase hip and ankle flexibility, helping to keep joints strong and mobile. 2. Reduces lower back strain. Regularly practicing this squat can relieve tension in the lower back by encouraging a natural spinal alignment that's less strenuous than sitting in a chair. 3. Strengthens core and stabilizer muscles. Studies published in Clinical Biomechanics highlight how this posture activates core and stabilizer muscles in the legs, enhancing balance and stability, which are essential as we age. 4. Supports digestive health. According to the Journal of Neurogastroenterology and Motility, the squatting position aids in natural intestinal movement, which can help prevent constipation and reduce strain during digestion. 5. Boosts circulation in the lower body. Squatting improves blood flow to the legs and feet, as reported in clinical physiology and functional imaging, reducing the risk of venous pooling and supporting overall circulation. And number 6. Strengthens pelvic floor muscles. This position naturally engages the pelvic floor, an area critical for core stability, bladder control, and overall pelvic health, as highlighted in the International Urogynecology Journal. Now, let's move on to how you can work towards achieving this powerful position with exercises that are simple and effective. And if you're looking to dive deeper into hip mobility and flexibility, be sure to check out our other videos dedicated exclusively to exercises that open up the hips and increase flexibility. Hip flexor stretch. This stretch is particularly beneficial for loosening up the hips, which tend to get tight from prolonged sitting or lack of movement. Tight hip flexors are one of the main reasons many people struggle to get into a deep squat, so regular practice will help open up your hips, making the squat position more accessible over time. To perform this stretch, start in a lunge position with one foot forward and the other knee resting on the ground. Your front knee should be aligned directly above your ankle. Push your hips forward gently, ensuring your chest stays upright throughout. As you press forward, you should feel a deep stretch in the hip flexor of the leg that's positioned behind you. Hold this stretch for about 30 seconds, then switch legs and repeat. For best results, do this stretch 2 to 3 times on each side at least 3 times a week, either as a warm-up before exercise or as part of your regular routine. Deep hip opener, butterfly stretch. The butterfly stretch is a simple yet highly effective exercise to open up the hips and loosen the inner thighs, making the resting squat feel much more natural. Begin by sitting on the floor with your feet pressed together, allowing your knees to fall out to the sides. Hold onto your feet or ankles and gently press your knees toward the floor using your elbows or hands. Keep your back straight throughout the stretch. You should feel a deep stretch in your groin and inner thighs. Hold the stretch for about 30 seconds, then relax. For maximum effectiveness, aim to do this stretch 2 to 3 times a day, making it part of your daily routine. Ankle mobility stretch. Poor ankle mobility often causes people to lean forward or lift their heels during a squat, throwing off balance and stability. Improving ankle flexibility allows you to keep your feet flat on the ground, a key factor in maintaining stability and comfortably achieving a deep squat. Research highlights that limited dorsiflexion, the ability to bring the knee forward over the toes, is one of the primary obstacles to reaching a full squat position. Stand facing a wall and place one foot a few inches away from it. While keeping your heel firmly on the ground, slowly bend your knee and aim to touch the wall with it. The movement should be controlled and focused on your ankle, not your entire leg. If you can't reach the wall without your heel lifting, move a little closer. Perform 10 repetitions before switching to the other leg. Try to do 2 to 3 sets of this stretch per leg 3 or 4 times a week. Supported squat hold. The supported squat hold allows you to practice the squat position while using a support for balance, making it a perfect exercise for building confidence and strength as you work toward the resting squat. Stand facing a sturdy object like a door frame or countertop and hold onto it for support. Slowly lower yourself into a squat by bending your knees and pushing your hips back. Focus on keeping your heels flat on the ground and your back straight to avoid straining your spine. Hold the squat position for 30 seconds to 1 minute, then rise back up. As you become more comfortable with the position, try to gradually increase the duration of your hold. Aim for 3 sets of 30-second holds at least 4 to 5 times per week. Over time, you'll be able to squat deeper and hold the position for longer periods, bringing you closer to mastering the resting squat. Heel elevated squat. This exercise allows you to practice the mechanics of the squat, even if your ankle mobility isn't fully developed. As you continue to perform this movement, you'll gradually improve your flexibility, making it easier to transition into a full squat without the need for heel elevation. Start by placing a small platform or a book under your heels, which elevates your feet slightly. From here, lower yourself into a squat while keeping your chest upright and your back straight. The elevated heels will make it easier to maintain balance and go deeper into the squat without placing too much strain on your ankles. Hold the squat for a few seconds, then return to standing. Perform 5 to 8 repetitions and aim for 3 sets, 3 times a week. Standing quad stretch. The standing quad stretch is a simple yet effective stretch that targets the quadriceps and helps improve knee flexion, which is essential for deep squats. Start by standing tall on one leg and bringing the opposite foot up behind you, holding it with the same side hand. Keep your knees close together and gently pull your foot toward your glutes until you feel a stretch along the front of your thigh. Maintain an upright posture, avoiding leaning forward or arching your back. Hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch to the other leg. To help improve flexibility for the resting squat, aim to perform this stretch 2 to 3 times per leg per session, at least 3 times a week for consistent progress. By practicing these exercises consistently, you'll build a strong foundation with the resting squat, setting the stage for even greater physical benefits. Mastering this position has already improved your mobility and flexibility, key for better movement in daily life. But to fully capitalize on this, incorporating advanced movements will challenge your strength, balance, and coordination. Building on the squat with more complex exercises engages your core, back, and upper body, enhancing overall body mechanics, protecting joint health, and reducing the risk of common aches as you age. These new movements boost not just strength, but also balance, crucial for stability in everyday activities like carrying groceries or climbing stairs. Ultimately, they ensure the time invested in perfecting the squat pays off, keeping you strong and resilient for years to come. The first exercise is the goblet squat. The goblet squat is a great next step once you've mastered the resting squat because it adds a strength element while maintaining a similar movement pattern. To perform this exercise, hold a weight, like a kettlebell or a dumbbell, close to your chest, right in front of your body as if you're cradling a goblet. Start in the same squat position, feet shoulder width apart with your toes slightly pointing outward. Lower yourself into a deep squat, keeping your back straight and your elbows inside your knees, as this helps keep your chest up. Once you're at the bottom of the squat, press through your heels and return to a standing position, making sure to keep the weight stable. Aim for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, 2 to 3 times a week. Next is the squat with thoracic rotation. The squat with rotation introduces a dynamic twist to your standard squat, allowing you to improve flexibility and mobility in your spine and core while also maintaining lower body strength. Start in a regular squat position with your feet shoulder width apart. Lower into the squat as you normally would, then rotate your torso to the right while extending your right arm upwards and your left hand on the ground. Alternate sides and switch hands with each rotation. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per side, 2 to 3 times a week. Overhead squat. The overhead squat is an advanced movement that challenges not just your lower body, but also your upper body stability and mobility. It is particularly beneficial for improving posture and balance, as it forces your body to maintain perfect alignment under load, making it an excellent full body workout. To perform this exercise, hold a weight like a barbell, a light kettlebell, or even a broomstick overhead, if you're not comfortable with weights. Your arms should be fully extended and your feet shoulder width apart. Lower yourself into a squat, just like in the resting squat, but focus on keeping your arms straight and in line with your ears throughout the movement. Your back should remain as upright as possible, and your core should stay tight to support the weight overhead. As you reach the bottom of the squat, pause briefly, then press through your heels to rise back up to a standing position. Keep your arms fully extended overhead and aligned with your ears as you push up, maintaining an upright posture and tight core for stability. Focus on driving the movement from your legs, especially engaging your glutes and quads as you ascend. Start with 2 to 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, 2 to 3 times a week. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fitness content. Also, be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter. Thank you for watching.